So the mouse market has been extremely dry lately. I mean, there have been a lot of leaks about new mice like the Pulsar X3, the Logitech Superlight Ergo, but nothing's really releasing, and I'm still waiting for my Lamzu Maya X to come out so I can buy one. I've been wanting that mouse for a very long time, but for some reason Lamzu is not releasing it, and I've been getting tired of using the same mice over and over again, like the Beast X Max and the broken Final Mouse Asu, and I needed a new experience, so I was thinking, what mouse can I get right now that will feel like a completely new experience for me? And here we are. So we got the OP1 8K. I think this mouse has to be one of the most famous mice in the aiming community right now. I've heard only good things from this mouse, and obviously it's not wireless, so yeah, I haven't used a wired mouse since like 2016, which was the G703. But my question for today is, will the wire bother me while I'm playing games? So let's get to the unboxing. I remember when this mouse first came out, I actually wanted to get it, but I didn't know how I would feel about the wire. But I've heard some people say that you don't even need a mouse bungee with this mouse. So you know what? I decide to pick up this mouse. Very clean, very clean. Wow, this mouse is very, very light. I was not expecting this. I thought it was gonna be heavy. Wait, this is not what I was expecting. It's a lot smaller than I thought. From the box, it looks like it's supposed to be humongous, but no, it's actually a lot smaller than I thought. Let's compare this to the Beast X. So, yeah, in terms of length, it's about the same as the Beast X, but the Beast X is a lot wider than this mouse. This mouse is actually very skinny. I'm getting Zowie U2 vibes from this mouse, but obviously without the thick bottom. Oh wow, okay, yeah, I see why a lot of people recommend fingertip grip or aggressive claw with this mouse, because it is pretty tiny. The sensor is still a 3395. It's not the new 3950, but honestly, that won't be a game-changing difference. But yeah, so far, first impressions, the scroll wheel is very nice. It's very tactile. You know, that's what I like. My only complaint with the Beast X Max was that the scroll wheel is a little too loose for me, but this, you feel the bumps. It's very nice and tactile. The switches are okay. Obviously, they're not as crisp as the Omron opticals with the magnesium mouse. The Beast X probably has one of the crispiest feeling switches that I felt. Same with the Final Mouse ULX. These aren't bad, but they aren't the most crispy. They sort of feel like the Viper V3 Pro. But the cool thing about the OP1 is that you can actually hot swap the switches if your switches do break. So yeah, so if you don't like the feel of the switches on this mouse, then you can always swap them out later. And they provide you with the tools to actually open up the mouse and do that, so you won't need any extra tools. They also provide you with extra feet and grip tape, as well as this holder. I don't know what to call this. It's like to hold the wire. It's like the rubber band thing to hold your wire. But yeah, I won't be needing any of this, so let's put this back. But yeah, looking at the mouse, it's a very sexy, clean looking mouse. I love the coating. It kind of feels like the coating on the Viper V3, but if it was a little bit more grippy. So for you drag clickers out there, you won't have any problem drag clicking with the mouse. But yeah, super lightweight, lighter than I thought. I think... Okay, it's still a bit heavier than the Beast X Max, but for a mouse with no holes, this is not bad at all. But yeah, that was the unboxing. I'll do a play test with it, and yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts of the mouse. So I've been using the Endgame Gear OP1 8K for a little bit longer now, and I can safely say that all my questions have been answered. So my very first question was, you know, does the cable get in the way, and can I feel it while gaming? and I can safely say that the cable does not bother me at all. Honestly, when I'm playing a game, I feel no difference between the OP1 and a wireless gaming mouse, because the cable is designed to go up, so there should be no friction on the connecting point of the mouse and the cable. The only thing I would say is a little bit annoying about the cable is sometimes when you flick hard, you know, the cable kind of just goes all over the place, as you can see. And sometimes the cable hits my hand, and sometimes I focus, please. And sometimes I move my mouse into the cable, but if you have a clear desk, you can obviously just move your cable out of the way. But yeah, for that reason, if you play like this, then I would consider getting a mouse bungee just to keep the cable out of the way. But you don't feel any friction from the cable in game, which is a good thing. Now, the mouse itself, I am actually impressed at the overall feeling of the mouse. There are no QC issues. Both the left and right mouse buttons feel the same. The side buttons, they feel the same as well. And everything feels super well put together. Unlike my Razer Viper V3 Pro, where, you know, everything kind of went wrong, or my Final Mouse ASU, where I literally cannot play with my Final Mouse ASU. It just bothers me so much. There's so many QC issues. But yeah, the switches do feel like the Razer Viper V3 Pro switches. They're a little bit harder to press down, but that's probably because I came from the Omron Opticals on the Beast X Max, and these things are so light to press and very crispy. But, you know, they're nothing that will bother you in game. It's just a bit heavier. And I can see why a lot of aimers like using this mouse, because the shape is very dynamic. Like, the hump of the mouse is very well positioned near the back, and it's low enough that you can switch between fingertip grip and claw grip super easily. So you have a lot of range of motion, and yeah, the overall shape of the mouse is very good. The size is more like the regular Beast X rather than the Beast X Max, but because of the hump at the back, it is a little more comfortable because it rests in your palm like this. Yeah, my grip style is a hybrid between fingertip and claw. I have no one set grip style, so this mouse is pretty much perfect for me as I can alternate very easily. Another thing I like about the design of the mouse is how small the scroll wheel is. You can see here that the scroll wheel on the Beast X Max is a lot longer than the scroll wheel on the OP1 8K. And when I play games, I don't use my scroll wheel much, so it's nice to have a smaller surface area for the scroll wheel. I wish it was a bit lower, like on the Beast X's, because I kind of have to reach further to get to the top of the scroll wheel compared to my Beast X Max, where I can just go to the side. But you know, that's just personal preference, and I don't use my scroll wheel that much in games anyways, so yeah, it's not that big of a problem. The stock skates feel super nice. I don't think you'll need to change them out or anything. So yeah, this mouse is a very aggressive but comfortable mouse to use. Pretty much my only complaint is the cable kind of getting in the way when I flick too hard, but you know, that can easily be fixed with a mouse bungee, or just, you know, holding or having something hold down your wire as you play. But yeah, if you are a hybrid grip gamer like me and you don't really have a set grip style, you just like to alternate between two, then this mouse might be the mouse for you. It's a little bit on the smaller side. The size is comparable to the Viper Mini or the Beast X. You know, for aggressive claw and fingertip, that should not matter. But yeah, I got a super solid unit, no QC issues or anything like that. Another common question you guys probably have is if you can switch the pulling rate from 8K or not. And the answer is yes. You just have to use the Endgame Gear OP1 8K software, which looks horrendous, by the way. I don't know what the software team at UGG is doing, but this is like very bare minimum, you know, just change and never see it ever again kind of software. At that point, like, just make a web browser. Don't make a software that people have to download. But, you know, like I said, you only have to use it once and then never have to touch it again anyways. But yeah, you get a whole bunch of options in the software, like pulling rate, motion sync, angle snapping, debounce time, the lift off distance of the sensor, stuff like that. So yeah, lots of options in the software, it just looks really terrible. But yeah, very good job from EGG. I am actually enjoying this mouse a lot. In the future, I might change the switches to switches that are a little bit lighter, but I think I just got spoiled because of the Omron opticals on my Beast X. But yeah, the switches are still good. They feel almost identical to the Vipers. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. So yeah, see ya.